I was walking to the gas station about 4 blocks away to get some cigarettes. And I'm walking, right? Then something happened. I'll tell you what that was later, way later. And I turned around like, oh shit. Then one-handed it over a fence, stumbled across the yard and landed straight on my face. I get up and here's these dogs. One of them barking at me and the other one shaking the hell out of my shoe. That's why I fell. The dog grabbed my shoe, ripped it right off my feet. Didn't penetrate my foot, just got a hold of maybe the bottom of the shoe and snatched it right off. That's how close they was to me when I turned around. No time to think, no time to do nothing, just threw myself over the fence. Then out from the house comes Damn Fool. That's his name for this video, Damn Fool. Hey, get out of my yard, homie. That's what he told me. And I look at him and I pointed at the dogs. I didn't even get a chance to even say nothing. I just pointed and he like, I don't give a fuck. Get out my yard. Get out my shit. And I said, man, you see the dogs right there? He said, man, I ain't gonna tell you no more. So now I popped my shit. I said, nigga, I ain't going nowhere. I'm not leaving this yard.
I don't like that shit.
He turned around and go in the house. Seconds later, I hear this girl in there screaming and this bumping and knocking stuff over going on in there. And I'm like, this damn fool in there beating this woman up.
Wrong. Wrong.
Then out from the house comes Damn Fool with a pistol in his hand and his girl on his back. Literally on his back. She had him in like a reverse chokehold with her, like one of her feet barely scraping and touching across the ground because she trying to stop Damn Fool. So I'm standing there looking at him, trying to get her off of him, and I'm thinking like, this coward. About 2 inches taller than me, maybe 15 pounds heavier than me, but you got to go get a gun instead of moving me out your yard with your hands. Because that's what I was standing there for. I was going to see what he going to do with his hands, but he came out with a pistol. So he eventually throws her off of him. She hit the ground and started crying. So he's standing there looking at me. I'm looking at him, but almost as soon as she hit the ground, a car pull up. Dude jumps out the passenger seat. Somebody else was driving. He jumps out the passenger side, opens the back door. One of the dogs immediately jumps in the back seat. It's the owner. The other dog was just ripping my shoe up. He wasn't shaking it no more. Now it was just pulling my shoe apart. He run over there and start kicking the dog like, get your ass in the car. Get your ass in the car. Get your ass in this car. Dog gets in the car. Dude closed the door and looked like, damn, what's going on here? Because, you know, Damn Fool is just standing there with the gun in his hand, not saying nothing. So I one-handed it back over the fence. Damn Fool goes back in the house. And he said, dude asked me, he said, is this your shoe? Right, obviously, you know, maybe a rhetorical question because I was the only one out there with one shoe on, right? I said, yeah. He said, how much they get you for? I said, about like $55. He reached in his pocket, gave me $80, said, sorry about that, got in his car and left. Now that happened maybe 7-8 years ago. And I told y'all that something happened and I was gonna tell you what that was. Well, what happened was when I was walking, I had my earphones in, music loud. And something said, I still remember the words verbatim. Something said, turn that loud ass shit down, dumb nigga. In those words, I didn't turn the music down. I just took one earpiece out and that's when I heard it. The two dogs was tethered to one chain and I heard the chain dragging across the ground, dragging across the concrete. That's why I turned around and they was right up on me, maybe 3 feet away. That's how close they was close enough to grab my shoe off. And I told that story, and I know it probably sounded like what happened probably seemed like forever, but actually it took, I don't know, from the time I stumbled across the yard to Damn Fool with the gun and dude pulling up to get the dogs and everything. All of that probably took place in probably about 90 seconds, 2 minutes. All of that took place. But I told that story because I said a while back that I wanted to let people know where I'm at as far as religions and gods and spirits and stuff like that. And I said that I wanted to get into that area because these days the powers that be are really revealing stuff. They've been really revealing stuff that they've been keeping from the public. Things, stuff that has been reduced to being mere conspiracy theory. What was that voice that told me to cut that music down?
This is exactly where it happened. That was a true story. Those wolves actually happened. They lived down.